Okay, we're going to review the syllabus for ENGL2100, Literature for Children and Adolescents. We meet on Thursdays at 6, and I have already said that we will meet at 6 o'clock for in-person students, and then 7:30 for virtual or remote learners. So keep that in mind. All of this information is in regards to Templar School of Education. The course text. This is actually the second edition of this text. This is the last year I plan to use this textbook, so I didn't change it to the newest edition. If you find the newest edition, it's not going to hurt to have it, but the older edition will work as well too. I was just trying to help with the cost. But just know, I won't use this again, so if you're counting on resale, maybe keep that in mind and just rent, keep costs down. So attendance policy, since this is a 1 night a week class, 1 absence is like 2. So you can miss a total of 2 classes, which is like 4. Missing 3 would result in failure, but if there's an issue, just let me know. Talk to me. Reach out and we'll see what we can do. In the past, I've had students come to my school to read to make up for that, but that's not going to be possible this year, so we'll figure something out. But hopefully with me offering a virtual slot in addition to an in-person slot, that will help with these kinds of things. So here's the grading scale. Look over that. And late assignments, we would really like it if they are not past 10 days, but just talk to me and communicate with me if you're having an issue of some sort, and we'll work through it. Contacting me, really the best way to contact me is using my cell right here, and to text me. Just give me your name so that I know who's texting me. You can also reach me at my Johnson email as well. Special service information, course objectives. Really, like, the main objective of this course is to familiarize you with the best children's literature that's available, including authors, illustrators, genres, recognizing the role of literature in the lives of children, and the helping you have the ability to evaluate children's literature and its qualities, and to be able to select appropriate books for children of various ages. So here's the main breakdown of the course requirements. We'll talk about these here in a minute more in depth, but class participation, discussion boards, these are things that will be done in class time. Some of them will be found in the course assignments later, some are not, but it will be something that you can do during class time. Chapter quizzes, my goal is to make sure you're prepared for these. I wouldn't stress out about them. It'll be a combination of information from the chapters. That's when they'll correlate with the text chapters, and they will also come from information delivered during the lecture. So these will be taken at the end of class. Book reviews, we'll talk about those a little bit more too, but I just want you looking at reviews and kind of using that as a tool to help you select good books. Book trailer, this is going to be your midterm, and we'll talk more about that later too. You have a paper that you will write in late October, and then you'll have a choice in November of either an author study or a case study. You don't do both, you just choose one. And then your final is the 40 book challenge. Now, it's due on December 15th, but you're going to need to work on it throughout the entire semester. I'll talk a little bit more about that here in a little bit. So the 40 book challenge, this is going to require you to read a minimum of 40 books that are specifically for children, adolescents, not for adults. You're going to create a Google slide presentation to record the genre information that you learn in class and the different books that you have read. And there will be a rubric with more specifics found in Sakai. Now, for full credit, it's got to include requirements A through D. So I have a template that I have put in Sakai that you are more than welcome to use, but you're also more than welcome to create your own. But it does need to have these elements. It needs to have a title page, 40 book challenge, and you will share it with me so that I can see it. You're going to have heading slides for the following genres here. So you're going to need a heading for picture books, and at least 3 of your books need to be picture books. Graphic novels, and again, at least 3. Traditional literature, at least 3. Fantasy, at least 3. Book of poetry, at least 3. Novel and verse, at least 3. Realistic fiction, at least 3. Historical fiction, at least 3. Information, at least 3. Biography, autobiography, memoir, at least 3. And then your last 10 books, it's free choice, as in maybe you really enjoy historical fiction. So you're going to maybe read a total of 10 historical fiction. So then you only have 3 free choice left, and maybe you really like biographies, and so you end up reading 6 of those. Does that make sense? I'll show you here in a minute too a little bit more about that. After each heading, you're going to have a slide for each of your books, and your books are going to need at least this information. A bibliography in APA format, we'll talk about that some more, and then some type of reflection about the book. But it's going to include, but is not limited to, things like words, images, maybe videos, drawings, and you'll see some of those examples in my Google slide presentation. So you got to work on this throughout the semester. You cannot wait till the end to do it. You definitely need to start reading some books now to not get behind. I would suggest getting on it as soon as we cover a genre and reading books that go with it at that time. You're going to be able to use the books hopefully in the resource center and other places, but you might also need to look into getting a library card. Now, your pick one, author study, case study. They're 2 totally different assignments, but are going to require the same amount of work. You're only going to choose one, okay? The author study is basically where you're going to choose a children's author, and you're going to create a PowerPoint or a Google slide or some kind of presentation that you would actually share with children. And there's plenty of information here to tell you, and here's a rubric for how that needs to be organized. The other option is to do a case study, and what you'll do is find in the resources tab a case study folder, and you'll read it, and then you'll need to do these 4 things, which is a summary of the main points, an analysis of the decisions that were made, answer one of the questions that is included, and then just a personal reflection. And here's how I would like for your paper to be organized. Your book trailer is what you will do for your midterm, and it needs to be a book it can be a book that you use in your book file, absolutely. but it needs to be from the fantasy, realistic, or historical fiction genres. And we'll talk about this more in class, but it needs to also be from a chapter book. And here is the rubric for that one. Your theology in literature analysis paper is where I want you to choose a fiction book, and it can be also a book for your book file or your 40 book challenge. A book that's not considered a Christian fiction book, but I want you to write a 2 to 3 page paper where you basically analyze it for its potential theological themes using this outline and format. Book reviews, this is your first real big assignment that's due, and I actually have a video in the assignments tab that'll tell you more about it. Class participation, like I said, these are just different things that we will do within class time. So some of them are in the calendar, some are not. Lowest grade will be dropped, and chapter quizzes. So, little word from me. I'm so excited about working with you. I do live on campus, so you're going to be able to find me in person in the evenings, but not during the day because I work off of campus. So if you need me, just let me know, texting me or emailing me. Now, what I've included here is my own personal 40 book challenge. Do you have to read these books? The answer is no. Can you read some of these books or all of these books? The answer is yes. This is just an example for you of how, for example, I only have 3 picture books. That's the minimum requirement. But then in fantasy, I have 5 books. So that's where the 10 your choice comes into play. I want 3 of each genre, but then you have 10 that you can put them wherever you want in whichever genre you want. All right, so our course schedule. Our first class, we're just going to do some review and look at some things. I will have something for you to do to complete in class, the reading interest survey. Then for our next time meeting on the 3rd, you're going to have chapter 1 from the text read. This is the topic, and you will have a quiz at the end of class about chapter 1. And again, like I said, the quizzes are going to come from the chapter, and it's going to come from the lecture, but we're going to do some things. You'll see. Don't panic. Lowest grade gets dropped, okay? So anyway, you can just kind of see how we do. Now, I've got the 15th as a day where everybody's going to do remote learning. And I'll remind you as we get closer. And then also, everybody does remote learning after Thanksgiving. So that's why those are there. I have a little extra credit assignment that I will tell you a little bit more as we get closer to that due date. It actually has to do with poetry, where you write some poetry. All right, so we'll talk about this more in class, but I wanted to just kind of give you a rundown of that. While I've got you here, we'll go ahead and look at that template for the 40 book challenge. So in lesson 1, you've got your syllabus here, and then 40 book challenge. It will actually open up, and it should create a copy for you. And whenever you open it up, you can change this and do whatever you want, but remember you need to have all of these genres. Your free choice can go in any of these. I created a rating system. You don't have to do that if you don't want, but for each genre you need a information page, and then each book will have a slide.